crem is cremation something natural too, or is it burying is more natural than create cremation? I just want you to fly through
Well,
that
well,
real quick
well,
when you
well
answer that.
how a person choose to be buried, to me,
Right.
like most of us don't know why we want to get cremated versus get buried in the first place. Some of us think, well, if I get cremated, it'll help me transition quicker, because some cultures teach that your soul ain't fully free from the body until the body fully decomposes. So what they saying is like the spirit lingers around the body until it fully decomposes. So a lot of people just get cremated so their spirit can go ahead and move on. But that was the whole like theory behind it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for.
But see, but my thing is, I don't care how you die, because think about it, a person may say, well, I want to be cremated for this or that, but if you might not be able to be cremated. You may die in a
Right.
way where you're
Right.
so my thing is, don't have no fears about the transitioning process of what's gonna happen to my soul when I'm dying and all that. We got to learn
Right.
how to smoke a blunt and not give a fuck about that. And because guess what?
Exactly.
Yeah, 'cause that's gonna create the fears of death and all that. So what we gotta constantly tell ourselves is, whatever happened when I die is intelligent, it's the right thing, and this intelligence that's inside of everything in this universe, it know what to do, man. It ain't no dummy. Just like you was a baby and you was born, right? The sperm went to the egg. You didn't have to do. It happened the way it's supposed to happen. And see, it's only when we get here where they make us start questioning the natural process of transitioning, and that's so they can say, well, you can go to heaven or hell. Now they want to give you an afterlife of fear. They want to always have this, well, what happens when I die type fear. But the way I think about this thing to make me relax is, I don't think, I just tell myself that just like when you put a seed in the ground, it know to grow like a tree. It know if it's an orange seed to grow an orange. It know, you feel me? Like there's an intelligence in everything. This shit's so intelligent that the fucking fungus network is smarter than us humans. Just fungus is smarter than
Wow.
us. You see what I'm saying? This thing we in so intelligent, man. Ain't no need us even worry about what happened when we die and shit. This is a very intelligent construct, and everything gonna be, trust me, you came here for a reason. For you to have this experience, for you to learn, boom, boom, boom. And I tell myself, even if it's some scary shit after death or some shit that may be uncomfortable, you got to go through it for your good. You got to go through it. And so I just embrace it all. You know what I'm saying? And I tell myself, whatever this creator is, it know what I got to go through to get this, to make me to a warrior, just like you in boot camp or something. And that'll take away all the fears of this shit. It's an initiation. Like getting jumped in a gang. Even if something do bad happen in life, that's how I look at that shit. Like,
we talked about this a little bit, like from my aunt, my mom, and all that. Okay, so they was in the church very heavy. I mean, and my aunt, she's still living, and she's still heavy into it, right? But like I guarantee you, she is never going to change from believing in Jesus and all that stuff. So what happens to them when they pass away? Like, is the ancestors going to judge them or something and say, well, you got to live life again because you believe the wrong thing?
all of these belief systems are just, we can call them templates, shell templates, a placeholder for consciousness until one activate their mind power. And once they do that, they're gonna question their way up out the goddamn church. It's just a matter of any Christian start to asking these certain questions, and they'll never be a Christian again. Dara, listen, I thought I would never lead a church, but I knew I would never stop asking questions though. And guess what?
Right.
And now I realize why it say in the Bible, don't question God and don't be out with all this inquisitive shit. Because had I listened to the Bible, I'll still be a Christian, man. And some people, they listen to the Bible, which tell them don't be trying to lean into your own understanding and get smart and do all that, you know, just keep it simple, stupid, and just read the scripture. Because they know once you do just a little bit of critical thinking, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap, y'all. Some people were saying like, can you get stuck over there? I want y'all to know that you can't get stuck. Wow, I'm gonna share something with you, right? And like I said, I like doing this shit with Dara because he makes this shit easier to break down, right? I'm gonna watch this, Dara. When you dream, you be in these other realms, and your loved ones are there. Like your mama there, your daddy there, you there in another form of yourself. And it's another form of your mama, another version of your daddy, but it's an alternate reality. But everybody's still there though, it's just alternated a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So a person will be like, can you get stuck there? My thing is, that was an old proverb that say, wherever you are, there you are. And what that mean is, you can't get stuck in any of these worlds, because guess what? Every last one of them, your home. It's you, man. Think about it. Your mama there, daddy there. Now, you may say, the fact that I'm conscious that it's another version of me over here in this realm, can I ever go back to that version of me? Would that make you go crazy if you got stuck in another alternate reality but was conscious of this one? Would that make you go? It would. Think about this, right? If you were dreaming and no one never told you you was dreaming, you wouldn't even know that you in another reality, and you wouldn't be scared of being stuck. You would be sleeping in your bed and you would just live on through that dream, and you wouldn't be saying, man, I'm stuck. You see what I'm saying? The one who's saying he's stuck is that other version of you that have a history in this universe. He's now trapped in his alternate versions universe, and he want to get back to his reality, and he don't realize that he can still live out that version of himself in that universe, which will be dope, because the power in that is you will transform that whole universe into this world in a snap of a finger. The moment you become lucid in the dream and say, man, I want to go back to my other world and get out of this dream, but you get stuck over there, guess what? The version of you that was over here will manifest in that version of you that's in that dream. All of your people will start saying, he changed one day. You know, one day that nigga just, he a different version of himself, because it'll be literally, you'll be two versions. You'll have a memory of the version in the dream, and parts of you from this world, you'll still know who you are there. So now you two versions in one body, versus you coming back to this world and just being one version. You call it being stuck, but it's really being free. That's why they call it being lucid or loosed. What'll happen is, by you bringing the version from this side over into that side, it'll make everybody around you change to the version of them that was over here too. You got that much power. Why? I just told you, you the one creating this whole thing. We just showed you that from the mind. Life is but a dream. Who's the dreamer? This is when we start to really start to be God-like in our manifestation. The goal ain't really to break free from the simulation. Y'all know that, right? It's to rise up to such a God-like form that you can walk through these simulations and enjoy your coffee, goddammit, and be on a beach, and folks don't even know, nigga, that you a fucking archon. You know how we be like, man, it's archons out here. They ain't like us. You gonna be one of them, is what I'm saying, once you master this shit. You're gonna be a human that's acting like, you're gonna know that you can't go into these universes and show that you a fucking woke motherfucker. They gonna target you. So you're gonna play it like Neo and them in the Matrix. You're gonna go in them universes to wake folks up and you're gonna be sneaky about it, getting them out. And the thing is, you're gonna be one of these beings that we talk about. They don't want you to rise up to the power they got of this multi-dimensional, this layer, living within the layers of reality versus being confined to one. Being a multi-dimensional being, yeah. Yes, man, I'm gonna go ahead and say it flat out. I don't like how that sound, but that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's a non-human species that live inside of the human species, and that's called the mind. The mind is not an earthling. The mind is not a human. The mind is this light right here that's projecting the human into a form. And if you want to know how that works, let me show you another collage for that. Watch this. Because we're going to go deep, we're going to show and prove. Check it out. Your mind don't exist within the earth. Here go Plato's version here. This ball up here outside of the vapor canopy, as y'all call it. You see, this is the vapor canopy right here, this triangle right there. And that's what I'm showing you with the bed. Let me show you something real quick, because I said I was gonna keep my theme. Let's do that. Here go our vapor canopy again. We're gonna take it slow. This light up here, that's the ball right here that Plato got. This ball right here at the top, right? Hold on, let me do something to my screen too, because it's not sharing everything. I want everything to show. Glad I caught that. So look, yeah, this ball up here, this is why we wear the Santa Claus hat with the ball at the top and the triangle. That's Platonism. So again, this white ball outside the Santa Claus hat right there, boom, right here in the Big Bang there, that's the white light. That is what gave birth to the whole universe. When that light came on, they call it the Big Bang Theory. There was a expansion of light, and that's when the canopy was created. It's not made out of vapor. It's literally made out of light. Now, one person who coined, who made the term vapor canopy popular is a good brother by the name of Jason Brashears. He does excellent work. I recommend him to anybody trying to understand the nature of this simulation and all that. Now, check this out, right? Here's something I want to point out to you. If our universe is a holographic simulation like what we see right here, the ancestors saying it is that, it's a circle, right? And the reason we can't go beyond the ice ring is because, think about this, right? If our whole universe is being projected from one ball of light, just like this, and that ball of light, when it touches down, it make a 2D circle. You get what I'm saying? Make a two-dimensional circle on the ground. That's the flat earth we living on. We can't go outside the canopy because guess what? We are made out of the light of what's creating the whole. Think about it. It's like a projected image trying to walk outside of the light that's projecting it. You're inside of this holographic simulation, and this thing is projecting you. You're just a holographic being of light walking around, and that light, yo, is what's creating you. Let me show you something real quick. So when you try to walk outside of that light, you can't. Like this, this is literally what you look like for real. And when you try to go beyond the ice ring, it's like somebody living in this Truman Show, trying to go outside of the light that's projecting the whole shit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're bad or good. I mean, yeah, like you said, like
not when it come, yeah, not when it come to ruling the physical world. But see, the thing about it, people who are evil, right? They can still rule this world and use their mind power against everybody else and dumb them down and all that. But they can never ascend to the good form. That's where morality come in. That's why Plato call it the good form. Right. And that's outside, because that Plato said, don't value your wisdom over your good, because it's your good that led to your wisdom. And that is so true, because we looked at the world, we looked at a wicked world, and we said some ain't right about this, some wrong. And it was the good in us that pointed out the wrong, that made us question and say something wrong. I don't really know what it is now, but I'm gonna find out. And that led to your whole tinfoil hat experience, right, of awakening. It because you was it was the good in you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're bad or good. I mean, yeah, like you said, like
not when it come when it come to ruling the physical world. But see, the thing about it, people who are evil, right? They can still rule this world and use their mind power against everybody else and dumb them down and all that. But they can never ascend to the good form. That's where morality come in. That's why Plato called it the good form. And that's outside, because that Plato said, don't value your wisdom over your good, because it's your good that led to your wisdom. And that is so true, because we looked at the world, we looked at a wicked world, and we said some ain't right about this, some wrong. And it was the good in us that pointed out the wrong, that made us question and say something wrong. I don't really know what it is now, but I'm gonna find out. And that led to your whole tinfoil hat experience, right, of awakening. It because you knew it was the good in you.